Good morning, everybody. It's Stephanie Kakris here with the weekly Wealth and Abundance Energy reading. It's the 23rd of March today, so this is for the week the 23rd to the 29th of March. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a spiritual success coach and I work with CEOs and people who have really big dreams and people who are in areas of high responsibility to support them and to help them to make a huge, big difference in the world. Every Monday, I hop on to my Facebook page and I do these readings. And if you would like to be notified of when I'm hopping on live and doing the readings, then just go up to the three dots in the top right-hand corner of this post. And if you click on get notifications, or if you go onto my page and where it says following, you click down and say see first, then you'll know when I've posted something or when I've gone live. At the moment, I'm also been doing a series of interviews and guests on who have got beautiful healing techniques and information to share for us during this very interesting, challenging time that we're going through at the moment. And if you scroll down on my page, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pin a post and I'm going to provide the links to all those different interviews. Tomorrow at this same time at 11 a.m. Melbourne time, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I'm going to be interviewing a mentor of mine who specializes in nervous system healing, and she's a somatic psychotherapist. So she helps people to calm trauma that's stored in their body, and she's done amazing work with me personally. I've lived with chronic anxiety for many years, and I just can't thank her enough for the help that she's given me to be really calm and to be managing the crisis that we're going through at the moment quite well. So on to the card reading. The first card that I've chosen, the first three cards that I've chosen actually, are from my very own deck. And this is the Higher Wisdom Parenting Oracle cards. Now, if you are someone that has got kids at home, today is our last day of the children being at school for who knows how long, a number of weeks, and you need some parenting support. I've specially written these to help you to access your intuition and to trust what's going on between you and your children. The idea is that you take a deep breath and close your eyes and you ask Spirit what your children most need from you, and then you choose a card. And some of the cards are actually for you as the parent, and some are for the children. And we've all got, in the book, there's all got practical recommendations about how you can implement the message on the card. So if you want to order a deck of those cards, you can go to parentingoraclecards.com and order a deck, or send me a message if you need the link. Okay, so the first card that I've pulled for this week is Rest. I choose to make time for rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. So we are all, most of us around the world, and certainly here in Australia, being asked to self-isolate, to stay at home, and if you must go out, to stay away from people. And what I said last week on the card reading, which, it's so funny, last week seems like a month ago, there's so much has happened, is that one of the gifts in this whole crisis, whatever you want to call it, this whole paradigm, is that it's really asking us all to just slow down, because busyness has become such an ingrained habit. And so whilst you're at home, you might be inclined to be really busy decluttering or fixing up the garden, or you might have a list of jobs that you've been waiting to do at home, you're really excited to get into whilst you're at home. And yes, I encourage you to do those things, but also I really want you to take the opportunity to rest. And I'm getting the message about rest without guilt. Okay, take the time, watch a movie, go to bed early, put your feet up, read a book just for the sake of reading a book. Really rest and allow yourself the time to rejuvenate. The energy is quite intense at the moment. There's a lot of collective fear, totally understandably. And it's time for you to just give yourself that. Honor yourself, your body, honor your nervous system by taking the time out and resting. So that's the first card. So the second card is the personal responsibility card. So this says, my children are responsible for their own feelings and actions, and I am responsible for mine. So this card is about being responsible for you and trying not to take on other people's problems. So that's something that I've been really mindful of, because I am an empath, which means that I'm really sensitive to other people's feelings and emotions. And if I start thinking about all the other people who are suffering at the moment, it can really make me very anxious and sad and afraid for them, and it can really bring my whole nervous system into chaos, and it can also make me feel very emotional. Now, I'm not saying to be cold-hearted. I'm not saying to not reach out and help people when it's appropriate or whatever, but it's the time for you to look after yourself, and for all of us to take more personal responsibility for the collective. So I believe that we're all one and we're all in this together. And when one person can float through it a little bit easier and be the light and show people the way about how we can do it, then that will help everyone else. Don't be afraid to continue on with your business, to post a funny meme on Facebook, to have a good laugh when it's appropriate. And it's interesting because my parenting cards, you can go to the website, which is parentingoraclecards.com, and sign up to receive one card a week in your email inbox for free. And the card that came out this morning from the very first week that I started this, which was last year, was the laughter card. And I thought, how suitable for this week, because the energy is very heavy, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a really good laugh and enjoying. If you're someone who enjoys time at home, enjoy yourself, and be grateful for all the things that you have. And you can send people love. What I like to do is, people who are suffering, I ask the angels to watch over them. I ask the angels to help them, because I used to be someone who used to want to take responsibility and want to help everyone, help everyone in the whole entire planet. And I certainly do what I can do, but I don't need to be helping everyone, but I can send angels and I can send spirit guides and I can send love to the people who are suffering. So that's that one. Hi Julie, nice to see you. Just in time for the card that came out, which is the emotional expression card. So this says, I encourage my children to fully express their emotions, and I am comfortable expressing my emotions with them. So the thing that I wanted to talk about on the card reading today, and I'm really glad this card came up, because be tolerant. Tolerance is like the main theme about this. So there are, according to human design, which is like an astrology for the way that we're all built and the way that we're all made. You can go and get your free human design report at humandesignforusall.com. And if you want some more information on that, just send me a message and I'll send you a link to a free course about introducing you to human design. I've found it life-changing for myself. I absolutely love it. And you put in your date of birth and your time of birth, and it gives you a chart and a report about how you are designed to operate in the world. Now, in terms of this emotional expression card, there are two types of people. There are people who are emotionally very stable, And then there are people who have what they call an emotional wave. Okay, so if you're someone that has the emotional wave, it means that you experience emotional highs and emotional lows, and that they don't last, that you need to allow yourself the time and to do the things that you need to do to help yourself, but mostly time, to help yourself get back to a midpoint. Now, for me personally, I've had a couple of people quite close to me say things in the last couple of days that they wouldn't normally say, that were not hurtful, but they could, they triggered me a little bit. And I'm sure that other people have had that experience with people around them triggering them, whether it be seeing how people are behaving at the supermarket, or how people are behaving at your workplace, or if someone personally has been perhaps a little bit less, perhaps not quite as nice as they would normally be towards you or whatever. Just know that everyone is really feeling the pinch. Everyone's feeling that survival strategy, and their nervous system is triggered. And I'm going to be talking with Rick about that more tomorrow, as I've mentioned, at this same time at 11 a.m, about how people are behaving in a way that is trying to help their nervous system regulate again. And so when your nervous system is dysregulated, you don't actually have control, you don't have conscious control over your behavior. And so you really need to practice compassion and tolerance with other people. It doesn't excuse abusive behavior, but we need to just cut people a little bit more slack than usual. So that's the emotional expression card. The other thing is not to be afraid to express your emotions, so that if you are feeling a bit sad and you feel like you need a really good cry, allow that to happen. If you're feeling really fearful, if you're feeling terrified, make sure you have nourishing food, give yourself time outside. Sunshine is really important, and grounding when you're afraid. And if you're feeling really angry, that's okay too. Go and punch a pillow, turn the music up really loud, or close your bedroom door and sing and shout out loud, or hop in your car and close the door where no one can hear you and sing really loudly, or yell, or just, go for a run if you can, or a bike ride, something physical to get that anger out, that frustration out. And be tolerant of yourself if you're feeling that way. So that's the emotional expression card. Now, I chose one card from my good friend Julie Lewin's deck, and Julie's watching at the moment. So this is the Arakira deck, and Julie has channeled all the messages for her Arakira deck, and she's actually running a retreat on the weekend of the 3rd and 4th of April, going through some of her really potent healing techniques to support people. And in particular, she's really, really brilliant working with healers and light workers and therapists and practitioners who are helping other people. And the card that came out of her deck is the memory card. So this says storing and recalling experiences and knowledge. And the message that I'm getting for this card for this time at the moment is that one of the reasons why a lot of people are distressed and panicky is because it's bringing up memories of ancestral memories and also past life memories of times when our survival was really being threatened. And this is being held in our DNA. And Julie has a really powerful DNA codon activation, which helps to release those stored memories from our parents and our grandparents who went through the Great Depression. They went through wars. They went through other times in the past of where, global survival was really at stake. And, we haven't experienced this for many, many years. What we're experiencing at the moment, the fear that our survival is at stake, and the loss of jobs, the loss of livelihood for so many people. What's going to happen to the economy? Are we ever going to survive this? Are we going to recover through this? And so that's another reason to be really, really tolerant of yourself, because it may be bringing up memories that are stored in your DNA, and also past life memories as well. So if you want to scroll down and find Julie Lewin's interview with me that I did on my page last Tuesday, I think it was, and she ran through a guided visualization to help you to calm your nervous system and to help you relax. So you can find out that it's just a short, I think it was 3 or 4 minute little guided visualization to help calm those memories that are coming up in your body. And the other thing too is that please be assured that we're going to come out of this a better human race. Okay, so and Yolanda talks about that in the interview that I did with her, where she channeled spirit messages and talked about the gifts that are in this time. So I did choose one more card, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by I've gone blank, Colette Baron Reed. There's her name right at the top there. And the card which made me smile was the Squirrel Spirit. So the squirrel is, as we know, runs around during the abundant months and stores away all the acorns to eat during the winter time. And the message from this card is to know that you've got enough resources to get through this. So even though it might seem on the outside, it might seem on the surface of things that things are really, really scary, that's okay, but be assured, the Squirrel Spirit's coming to say, be assured that all the healing work that you've done, all the resources, all the things that you've put away in the in the last however many years, probably as many years as you've been alive, have prepared you for this, and that everything's going to be okay. It says, through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for Spirit believes in you and wants you to know you have enough and are enough. You have everything that you need right now. So another beautiful, reassuring message that everything is going to be okay. And yeah, just sending everyone loads of love. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you who are, I would really love it if you see this later on to in hashtag replay or to say hello and to let me know which of those cards resonates with you. And I'll catch you again tomorrow for an interview with Raquel about the nervous system and how we can calm ourselves during this time. So thanks again, and I'll catch you again soon. Mwah. Love to you all. Bye for now.